What's up, y'all? The cool one is here, and I'm back to let y'all know that trying to do the best I can to promote this channel is not an easy task, but I'm letting people know in the local area, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I just want to discuss about how the rap game, the music game, you whatever you want to call it. I just want to say that it's very shady, it's very risky business to be getting in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling y'all right now, I think it would have been easier to get in music back in the day, like in the 90s or even 2000s, than it is in this current time. And I'm going to explain the reason why. The reason being of that is because it's simple. Everybody can be a rapper, but not everybody can be an artist. And the industry only looks for rappers. They think because you can rhyme, you got what it takes, sex appeals, and that's pertaining to women too, and men as well, because some of them may have feminism in them, you know. But at the same time, the rap game today is just horrible. I can't even listen to the radio, and the only time I listen to the radio is when I'm with the fam, you know. And it sucks that I have to just sit there and listen to the crap on the radio. A lot of us got programmed into the fact that today's music is really good. A lot of us believe that it's good, and I think they believe that it's good is that the radio pounds it in their head, like repeatedly. The music gets played all day, and they start to like it, even though the song sucks. This is how the radio stations control people, and many of them are controlled to what's being hot today, that they don't realize that they are being controlled to the masses when it comes to this music game. The rap game is a risky business as well, because you have to be careful. Like, if you're an artist, if you believe that you're an artist and you're making tracks, you have to absolutely be careful of who you give your music to. I remember one time, this was back in 2010, 2011. I remember I made a couple of tracks at this studio that I used to go to, and I hate studio time, man. I really hate it because, and I might get more deep on the studio part. I don't like it because when someone is recording your music, like let's say they recording your vocals or whatnot, once they record your vocals, they want you to just hurry up, be done with your time. If you got like an hour in the studio, or if you got like some type of special, they want you to hurry up and finish your vocals, even though you might make some slight mistakes, and people, you know, you may not realize it until you hear it a couple times, or maybe even more. They whoever it was, I can't remember the name of that studio, they really screwed me bad. I wind up paying for 1 hour. No, I had a 2 hour studio session. I had to pay $120 to get studio time, and this is including mixing and mastering my vocals and everything else. When I listened to my vocals, it sounded so distorted. It sounded so horrible, man. I was like, are you effing kidding me? And that was the last time I ever went to a studio. So I was like, this ain't gonna work. So I got my own equipment. I got my own mic, as y'all saw in the studio session. I got my own headset, got my own pop-ins or whatever they call to protect the mic. I got all that, some of that stuff. So now I can make my own vocals. So I'm gonna get more in deep in debt with studio and making your own studio. I'm gonna get more in depth with that. But with that being said, the rap game is really risky and shady because people may know that you may have potential, but they will hate to the full extent and you wouldn't even realize they're hating. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be careful who you release your music out to because people will take your tracks even though they may like it. They might take it to someone else that may be popular and they might copy your music or your beats or your vocals or your lyrics, whatever. They can copy that, but there's nothing you can do about it because you never really force yourself or force any copyrights on your music. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people, there's a lot of rappers now. Like, I look at it like the NBA. There's a lot of rappers that have potential, but they never got put into the higher ups along with these other cats that's probably garbage or probably don't have the skills, what it takes. But yet they're looked at upon as if they're one of the best. And that's the thing I don't like about the rap game today, because a lot of these rappers, they bite off each other, they copy each other's style, and to me, I think that's so unoriginal. Like, there's some cats that I listen to on the radio, and I'm like, yo, these dudes sound like they're from Memphis because of the way they're rapping fast, the way that they're reciting the lyrics, and you can immediately tell that Memphis was influenced by them, but yet they don't give the credit. So pretty much to put this all in a nutshell, man, if you're in the rap game and you're trying to make a name for yourself, I think you should keep a few people in your circle that you can trust. Or shoot, there's an old saying, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. Or do it yourself. Because I know a couple of people that raps, and I don't associate with them anymore because they don't see the direction that I'm going through and they want to do their own thing, and that's fine. I'm not forcing anyone to do what they don't want to do, but at the same time, if you don't take heed to what's being said, and you're talking to a person that been involved with the rap game for several years, you know what I'm saying? There was a time that I was so deep in the rap game that I didn't have time to talk to family and friends, and I was just concentrating on that. But then I realized that's not the right thing to do, you know, especially if it's not paying the bills and stuff like that. And I think that's another reason why I say the rap game is shady, because the bad thing about music, when you're in this music game and you're really in too deep, you gotta put in a lot of money in order to make the rap game works or the music game works. You gotta put a lot of money in, and it's crazy because me in my situation, I'm a family man, and I choose my bills first before this music thing, you know, because I don't want to risk the business. I don't want to risk that chance. And my friend was talking about this the other day, man. We was talking about World Star Hip Hop, man, and he was saying, like, in order for an artist to kind of get his promotion started, they gotta pay like $2,000 to $5,000 to be like on the highlights. When you go on worldstarhiphop.com, you'll see a lot of artists up there, and they're trying to promote their music. And I'm like, hell with that, man. I can use that $5,000 to make album covers or promote my own damn music. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anybody else to promote my stuff. Now, they want to do it for free, hey, much power to you. But me personally, I'm not dependent on anybody to help me promote it. And again, if people want to promote my music, that's wonderful. Much praise to you. But I'm not putting a gun to your head and forcing you to do it. I can do that myself. You understand what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I'm like, man, you got artists on there that's really trying to promote themselves on a website, and it cost them $2,000 to $5,000 to be at the top highlights. for people to really get their name out there. But I look at it like this. I said a great analogy, and people agree with me. If you got $2,000 to $5,000 on a car that's broken, right? Would you put your money on that car to be fixed, knowing that it's not a guarantee, or would you just get off and just get another car for 2 to 5K? I think many of us would choose that second choice, because what's the point of putting all this risk on a car that is still not guaranteed to fix, even if you put all that money into that vehicle? There's still not a guarantee that that car will be fixed and repaired and good to go. It's not a guarantee. So with that music game, with World Star Hip Hop, when you got to promote your music, you got to put that X amount of dollars into the promotion. What's a guarantee that a bunch of people will look at your music or check your music out? What's the chances? You know what I'm saying? So I don't trust it. I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of these rappers that I've heard through the years, and they're no longer around because they didn't do the right promotion, or they didn't have their priorities straight. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all that I was going to come out with these albums or these mixtapes, but I'm trying to get things straight first. I'm not really in a rush to get it done, because I don't want to make it seem like music is at my top priority list. Like I told y'all, I do this as a hobby. I don't do this as a career, or I don't do this as, and it can happen. I mean, I can make money off it. I know we all want to make money off of the rap game or the music game, but I tell people, man, have your priorities straight beforehand. Before you make any hasted decisions, just make sure you have your priorities straight. And I think that's why a lot of cats do it when they're single and no kids. When you're married and you're still trying to do this rap thing or this music thing, it's pretty tough, because you got to make these decisions whether you want to concentrate on the music or pay your bills. And you don't want your kids out living homeless or living with their grandparents because their father trying to put their all in this music game. So to them, that will make you look very goofy, and that's real talk. So that's all I gotta pretty much say about that. For those that want to get in the rap game, just be aware of what you're getting yourself into, because you never know what can happen. And I tell people, man, if you really want to get a record deal, or if you want to get signed to a record company, just make sure you have your stuff organized. Like if you got a demo or something like that, just make sure you say, hey, this is copywritten. Don't bite my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have all that organized before you ship it off to a record company for them to check your music. Because the last thing, or the worst thing that you want to have happen, is someone get a hold of your music and they copy the hell out of it without your permission. And I ain't talking about like DJ mixes or anything like that. I'm talking about them literally copying your music. Like they taking your beats, they taking your lyrics, and they trying to say that it's theirs and they made it up. That's the last thing you want to have done. So anyway, man, and then what's funny is, if that were to happen, people won't believe you. Even if that is true, people will not believe you. So anyway, that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm going to get more into that about the studio time, and some people ain't gonna like what I have to say if the video does go viral, but hey, it gotta be said, because I'm tired of the sugarcoating, all that crap. So anyway, that's it. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another video. All right. Peace out, guys.